legacy of Mirza Ulugh Bek. Mirza Ulugh Bek was a great Uzbek astronomer, mathematician, statesman, and an important representative of the Timurid dynasty. He was the son of Shakru Mirza and the grandson of Emir Timur, born on March 22, 1394, in the city of Sultaniya, Iran. Ulugh Bek is recognized as one of the most significant astronomers of his era. In the 1420s, he built a famous astronomical observatory in Samarkand, where he compiled his renowned work, Zij-i-Girgani, also known as Zij-i-Sultani. This monumental work recorded the coordinates of 1018 stars and contained extremely important astronomical data for its time. Ulugh Bek's Zij remained a fundamental reference in both Eastern and Western astronomy for centuries. By Ulugh Bek's order, the observatory was constructed in a massive cylindrical form on Kohak, Chupanoda, hill. It stood 30.4 meters tall and had 3 stories. The observatory housed over 10 different astronomical instruments and tools used to observe the Sun, the Moon, planets, and specific stars. Observations and research carried out at this observatory led to the accurate identification and charting of 1018 fixed stars. Based on the research done during that time, many rare and valuable works in mathematics and astronomy were produced. A library containing over 10,000 volumes of scientific literature was also established next to the observatory, encompassing various fields of science. Ulugh Bek's most prominent astronomical work, the Zij-i-Girgani, was created in this observatory. At his invitation, famous scholars such as Ghiyasuddin Kashi, Qazi Zada Rumi, Ali Kushchi, and more than 100 other scientists collaborated on significant research there. The site of the observatory is surrounded by a circular wall with a diameter of 48 meters and a thickness comparable to a small village. At its center, remnants of a massive main instrument in the form of a double arc have been discovered. The observatory also had large halls and rooms of various sizes. According to Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur, the interior of the observatory was decorated with representations of outer space and mysterious planets. With the help of the tools inside, the Sun, Moon, planets, and stars were studied with great precision. The observatory also contained a library, and the inner walls featured illustrations of the sky, star maps, seas, and depictions of countries and continents, including a representation of the Earth. Ulugh Bek gathered over 100 scholars in Samarkand and established a major scientific center and school. He ordered the collection of works by Western scholars, their translation, and the writing of scientific commentaries and introductions. He also instructed the development of essential aspects of mathematics, geometry, medicine, history, astronomy, and geography, and the publication of scholarly books. This scientific school, founded by Ulugh Bek in Samarkand, left such a deep mark in the history of science that the French writer, philosopher, and historian Voltaire called it the Academy of Samarkand. The scientific school and observatory, with more than 20 years of uninterrupted research, resulted in the creation of the masterpiece, Zij-i-Girgani, the new Girganian tables. This grand scientific work consists of 4 books. The first discusses eras and calendars. The second covers mathematics and important aspects of spherical astronomy. The third focuses entirely on astronomical issues, analyzing the movements of the Sun, Moon, and 5 major planets. The book begins with a comprehensive and well-written introduction, Muqaddimah. The most prominent and well-known scientific legacy of Ulugh Bek is his Zij, also referred to as Zij-i-Ulugh Bek, or Zij-i-Girgani. In addition to the Zij, he also authored a mathematical treatise titled Treatise on the Determination of the Sign of 1 Degree, an astronomical essay, Risala-i-Ulugh Bek. A unique copy is preserved at the Aligarh University Library in India, and a historical work, Tariq-i-Arba, Ulus, The History of the 4 Nations. Ulugh Bek also had an interest in medicine and music. For instance, Alisher Navoy, in his work Maholis un-Nafe, quoted examples of Ulugh Bek's poetry. For example, in 1638, the English scholar and Orientalist John Greaves, 1602–1652, a professor at Oxford University, visited Istanbul. On his return, he took a copy of Ulugh Bek's Zij to England. In 1648, he published a table of 98 stars from the Zij, followed by a geographical table from the same work. In 1650, he published a Latin translation of the first chapter of the Zij, and in 1652, he reissued the last two publications. Thank you for your attention.